Good evening, everybody. How are you today? Hope you're having a nice evening. Okay, for those of you that are in Brazil or United States on the Northern Hemisphere. Hello, Russell. Good morning to you, Russell. Wow, Russell's the first one in the house today. Welcome, Russell. Russell's Jackson. Hello, Jackson. How are you, my friend? Welcome. We got 4 people here. I see Russell and Jackson. Who else is here? Hey man, how are you? Hope you're good. Nice to see you again. Mama Smurf in the house. Mama Smurf in the house. Nice to see you, Ma. Love you. Hope everything's fine. A little bit chilly here today. We're in long sleeve shirts, okay, on a Friday night. Thank you. My mother's here, Jackson. Joanne Ninos is my mother. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here today. Oh, I forgot to put the microphone on. We wouldn't be here today. Basically speaking, right? Like we said, it's 1 in 4 million sperm that managed to get that. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? It's okay? Okay, Rona, welcome Rona. Rona's in the house too. You can hear me? Everybody can hear me? I put in the microphone. I think it's okay, right? So, welcome everybody. Now, today we're going to be talking about the 6 elements of self-esteem, okay, which are very, very important. Uncle Ed in the house, or what? Can we see you there? You can hear us? Okay, good. Thank you, Rona. Very good. So, the first step, one of the first elements we'll talk about, not steps, they're basically elements, okay? What are elements? Elements are things you have to join piece by piece in order to get a good self-esteem, which is very, very important. So, of course, the first element is goals, okay? Hello, Russell. Welcome. Good morning. We have good morning, good evening. I don't think we have any good afternoons. I don't think it's afternoon anywhere in the world right now. But first of all, the first thing you have to do in order to build your self-esteem is you need to have goals, okay? We're going back into that again, because that's one of the elements. The elements are always, hello Jackson, the elements are always, one of the most important thing always are your goals. So, if you want, the way you respect yourself is basically directed towards the way that you have your goal. Hello, Carla. How are you? Welcome. So I don't know how many of you wrote your goals down today, but I hope you did, because it's very, very important. But if you did, the very act of setting goals automatically increases your self-esteem. I mean, if you think about it, indirectly, it basically affects your self-esteem. Because when you create goals, you have something to be motivated about. You have something that you can set your focus on. And as a result, what happens is step by step, you'll be able to basically start to increase your self-esteem, because you'll see your goals, and once you get closer and closer to reaching different types of goals, your self-esteem automatically is going to get higher. But the question is, did you write your goals down today? That's the question. Did you write your goals down today? Hello, Marcio. Welcome, my friend. Marcio had a tough day today. He was in the streets. I saw him on Facebook. He was going around. Hello, Marcio. Welcome. Did you write your goals down today? That's why it's very important to have clear, measurable goals. Because clear, measurable goals, what is that? When you start to get there just a little bit, you start feeling better. I mean, of course, sometimes you can't complete the whole goal. Hello, Marcio. You can't complete the whole goal. But sometimes if you get it step by step and you go piece by piece, each way you're going to start to get a positive effect on yourself. So that's going to be something that's going to build your self-esteem. Okay, that's very, very important. Okay, you thought about them, you didn't write them down yet. Tomorrow we'll get to writing them down, because it's very important. It's good now. At least we're starting to think about them, but also we have to write them down. Okay, is Uncle Ed in the house? Let's see, Uncle Ed in the house. I haven't seen him yet. He's with Lizzie, I think, which is my cousin that I don't know, but she should be there as well. Now, the second thing, the second element that you have to basically do for your self-esteem is standards, to set your standards. Hello, Uncle Ed. Uncle Ed's in the house. Aunt Marie, Lizzie, if you're there, welcome. All right, nice to see you. Hope you like my nice blue long sleeve shirt, not my blue suede shoes. Okay, so basically you have to have standards. That's the second element to increase your self-esteem. You have to have some standards, okay? So you have to have clear standards on your life, which is very, very important, because when you have clear standards, you'll be able to, howdy partner, you'll be able to increase your self-esteem, okay? Because basically you're going to start to believe in those standards, and your goals are going to become a little bit more clearer for you to reach them, which is very, very important. There's no reason of not thinking about goals or not creating goals, because step by step, and when you have the standards for those goals and you make them measurable, and then you see that you're actually starting to, reach them, step by step, getting some new things. Howdy mama, you're going to basically be able to reach that, because self-esteem basically, it's when two things fit into one, when your hands fit into one. Let me show you something. Now, one thing I learned is very interesting. Now, if you close your hands, right? Close your hands. Do like this. Close your hands, okay? Let's do it. Everybody, close your hands. Close your hands. Do that. Let me see. You're closing your hand. Hello, Lizzie. Hello. Close your hands, everybody. Let's put your fists together, okay? Do this. Everybody doing this? Give me some likes if you're doing this, okay? You can't give me likes because you're doing this, so you can't do it. Everybody doing it. Now, look at the way you are. Look at these two thumbs, okay? Look at these two thumbs. It's very comfortable to do it this way, right? It's very, very comfortable. Now try to do it the opposite way. Put the opposite thumb on the other side and feel how strange it is. How does that feel? Okay? Now let's do it again. Automatically, boom. It's always going to come in the same way. Look. It's always going to come in the same way. It's nice. You can go like this. It's comfortable. Okay. But then when you put it in this, when you take it out and you change the way you put your hands inside and you put your thumbs in a different position, it's not so comfortable. Right or wrong? It's not so comfortable. Okay, so that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable, okay, in order to reach your goals, okay? In order to reach those kind of standards, okay? Because otherwise it's going to fit, if you do it the right way, it's going to fit in like a ball in a glove. It's going to work. For those of you that don't know, a baseball glove and a baseball. In Brazil, we don't play baseball. In Brazil, we only play soccer. So, basically, when the goals are in harmony with your standards, you're going to raise your self-esteem again. That's one of the other things. Now, element number 3, experiences. Okay, the different kinds of experiences that you can reach. Different kinds of experience you can reach. Different kind of experience that you have done in your life. You can remember that time that you finished that, how I did that. Yeah, okay, well, let me just stop now, Aunt Marie. Let me show you how I did what? My hands? Well, how I did my hands. Basically, if you close your hands like this, the thumb always goes in a specific way, okay? And this is a comfortable way, okay? It's a real nice way. Everybody can do it. When you pray, you probably pray like that, or pray like this, but some people pray like that. And it comes in basically like this. But if you put it the other way around, okay, it doesn't feel very comfortable. You see the difference? If you put it like this, and then if you put it like that, you see it's different. It's uncomfortable, that's what I'm saying. So basically, sometimes we have to feel uncomfortable in order to reach our goals, okay? So going back to element number 3, I hope you understood. I think that's the question I'm trying to answer. I don't know. Is that right? Give me a like there if that's correct or not, if that's what you were asking. Hi, Aunt Marie. Hi, Aunt Marie. I said hi to you, but you weren't here before, I think. But welcome anyway. So element number 3, experiences. Okay, you have to relive all the good experiences that you had in your life when you were successful, when you felt good, when you had something that you were able to do, when you got your first driver's license, when you read your first book, when you got your GED, when you got your college education, when you got that raise, when you got that compliment, when somebody said to you, wow, good job, when somebody said to you, hey, looking good. Okay, any kind of an experience that you have passed through sometime that was good, you have to relive that experience. Because when you relive, hello Lizzie, when you relive that experience, what happens? You feel good. So the first 3, if we talk about them, you had basically what? The goals, okay, is one of the elements. Okay, the second is the standards. And the third are your experiences. Now, if you think about an experience now, I'm sure you can think about an experience where you felt proud. Okay, an experience where you felt gratified, an experience where you felt thankful, an experience where you felt good about giving to others, maybe sometimes, praying can be an also good experience. Going to the church could be a good experience, or whatever kind of religion that you actually read. Now, if we go to element number 4, comparison. Okay, that's very important too, because when you compare yourself to somebody, if you have some kind of role model, okay, I can tell you, like I've talked before, one of my role models in coaching is Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Jack Canfield, okay, the top 3 that I prefer. So basically what I do, I read about them, I see what they're doing, how they're doing, and I try. Of course, I can't compare at that level yet, but you have to start to get up to the level that you want to be. So let's say that you're, I don't know, you're overweight and you want to lose weight. Okay, you can look at somebody and say, wow, I want to get like that guy. How did that guy go from 400 pounds to 180 pounds or something like that? You can always make comparisons in order to help yourself feel better, give you some more self-esteem. So when you start losing that 5 pounds or the 2 pounds or the 1 kilo or the 2 kilos, and you start to get a little bit higher, you're going to get a better self-esteem. That's something that basically happens, you know. Element number 5, recognition. Okay, recognition. It's very nice to be having recognition. You know, when somebody says to you good things, tells compliments to you. Okay, like my mother said in the beginning here, looking good, nice to see, curious. You know, it's very good. You get recognition, okay? When people send messages to you, I've gotten a lot of messages after these live broadcasts, you know, people saying how they like to, how they enjoyed watching and how it's helping them. You know, that's a good way to get recognition. So recognition, you know, to feel great about yourself, the more recognition that you get as well, is going to make you feel good. So you have to do good things. You have to be nice, okay? And basically, you know, like if you're at work and your coworkers say to you, wow, good job, or your boss says to you, wow, good job, you know, you get recognized for your efforts and your efforts as well. And then if you go to element number 6, it's basically rewards, okay? And how are you rewarded sometimes? You're rewarded in many different ways. You know, many different types of ways, a lot of times that are basically unexplainable. You know, so basically when you're rewarded for your efforts, okay, when people say to you, you know, give you some kind of reward, I mean, it could be a prize, an employee of the month, or whatever it is, you know, whatever a reward means to you. Like for me, a reward is when people, you know, I saw a guy in the street the other day, oh, I saw you video, I didn't know who the guy was. That's a nice reward. That's a recognition and a reward because he recognized me and I also felt very, very good about it. Ronnery Boggs, hello my friend, been missing you these days, you've been absent. Welcome back, welcome back. Basically, you know, status symbols can be a kind of a reward, okay? A message can be a kind of reward. Something that's going to make you feel terrific about yourself. You know, that's something that can also, you know, that's another thing to build your self-esteem. Jose Vasconcelos, Fluminense, we're going to win. Okay, we're going to win. Okay, we have a big game, Fluminense Flamengo on Sunday. Jose is a Fluminense. I'm also a Fluminense fan as well. Just talking a little bit about soccer. I'm also a Yankee fan, okay, New York Yankees. But so basically, you know, those are basically the 6 elements that you need in order to get have a good self-esteem. Number 1, goals. Write your goals. Okay, just go to sleep listening to that. Write your goals. I wrote my goals again today. I do it every single day. Okay, and I'm not wasting ink. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing it and it's working and I really enjoy it and I hope that you do it. So the higher standards that you have for yourself with the goals, the better you're going to feel. That's the way it is. Any kind of goal. Hello, thank you. Any kind of goal that you have, you know, any type of way that you would like to do, any kind of thing that you would like to do in your life. It's up to you. You don't have to tell anybody your goals. You don't have to come here and say, oh yeah, my goal is to paint my hair orange. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you if that's your goal. But I'm saying any kind of goal. I'm just giving a ridiculous example, you know, because it can be ridiculous. It's all up to you. But if it's ridiculous, I don't know how you're going to reach greatness because we're all destined for success. That's the main thing. Again, we look at the 1 sperm in the 4 million. Could have been anybody. It wouldn't have been your characteristic. It would be somebody else. But as you're here, it's good to take advantage of the life that we have to live. That's the main thing. So you have to have good self-esteem. Self-esteem is the base of your life. Okay, because if you have a low self-esteem, what happens to you? You feel like garbage. You feel bad. You look at yourself and you say, wow, I don't look good. I don't like myself. I feel bad. I'm depressed. I'm pessimistic. You know, so what you have to do is build your self-esteem. You know, and some people just don't know how to do it. And how you can do it, again, reading motivational books or articles, listening to good things, avoiding negativity, avoiding negative friends, avoiding being careful with the words that you use. How many people say, "Oh yeah, I wasn't born rich," or I wasn't born in a good family. I'm born poor. I have my maid here. She tells me, says, "Oh, I'm born poor. I'm always going to be poor." Yeah, if you have that kind of mind. I saw a report. It was about a judge. It's a Brazilian judge. I think she's from Pernambuco. I'm not sure. If somebody knows, please correct me. She was a bum. She was a bum, and now she is a judge. Okay, she was a bum living on the streets. I think in Pernambuco. If anybody knows the story, I saw it on Facebook. But it was from, I think it was in Globus or Epoca, one of these magazines. I said, wow, bum becomes a judge. Look at that. A bum becomes a judge. So, that's why I say when we see these bums in the streets, these bums, they have a family too. They have a family, they have friends, I don't know, but they have a family, they have feelings, but sometimes you have to just, say hello to them, see what's up with them. Sometimes it could be dangerous as well, but, anybody can be, these people can have any kind of a problem. So, it's difficult to help them, but if you can, give a nice word or give a couple of bucks or a lunch, that's good. Yeah, goals, exactly. Goals are the best thing. Did you write your goals down today, Ronnery? Did you write them down? My mother thought about them, so that's a plus on that one. Because basically, if you want to experience a good thing about yourself, you want to feel good about yourself, you have to have good self-esteem. Today in the afternoon, I had the honor of giving a live broadcast on the page Alerta Jardim Oceânico. It's a really good page. Good, Rona. Good, yeah, because Rona just woke up now. It's morning, so she's in the right time frame. Good, Rona. Very good, very good. At least that's getting big. That's getting better because it's very, very important to write down your goals. So, today I had an honor to give a live broadcast on the Alerta Jardim Oceânico page. It's also on my page there. It's in Portuguese. And it was basically really nice, to give information and stuff like that the first time out of my own page, and people seem to like it a lot as well. Yeah, exactly. When you leave your comfort zone by reaching out to these people, yeah, exactly. That's an excellent observation by my uncle Edward J. Beale. It's very important to you leave your comfort zone by helping somebody like that. You know what I mean? Everybody always snobs to them, snobs off to them. And that's, you never know who they are. They could be somebody in your own family, and I think we know what we're talking about. So, one of the main things is we have to get out of our comfort zone like we talked about yesterday, and that's one of the good ways. And another good way is, with goals, I guarantee you're going to be able to increase your self-esteem. And who doesn't like to be recognized by what they do? Ronnery is a doctor, so of course he would like to be recognized about what he's done. Uncle Ed's a scholar, he would like to be recognized what he does. My aunt helps out all over the place. She likes to be recognized. It's always nice to be recognized. My mother does a lot of different kinds of things. She likes to be recognized. Her clients that she had like to recognize. It's nice to say, oh wow, you're a really nice person. It's nice to be recognized. Who doesn't like to be recognized? Rona, all the time. I tell Rona, good job. I always tell her, she's recognized. They like that. If you're not good, I'm not going to say you're doing a good job if you're not a good teacher or you're not a good employee. I'll just fire you. That's all. Because a lot of times, you can't, that's another thing in business. Business is exactly what it's called, business. And one thing that I remember that Vilela da Mata is the president of the Sociedade Brasileira de Coaching, and he's one of my trainers. I'll be going back there again. And he said one thing. He says, when you think, and Brian Tracy also said that, when you think about firing somebody, if you already thought about it, do it. Because if you don't do it, how many times, if you think about it, I don't know if you're a business owner or whatever, but many times, if you think about you need to fire that person, you have to fire immediately. You can't even think twice. Because you can't give anybody a second chance, because basically work is work, family is family, friends are friends, and you have to have a clear objective. So if you're a business owner, you have to follow your objectives, and if that person unfortunately isn't fit for your company, you have to get rid of them. That's what I do nowadays, and I have no reason to do that with anybody on my team nowadays, because everybody is very, very clear, because we all have goals. That's very, very important. So let's go. Element number 1, goals. Okay, number 2, standards. You have to have standards. You have to have clear standards of yourself, okay, and the values that you have in your life, what the values are to yourself, what kind of values you pertain to you can say. That's very, very important. And like I said, the same thing, get out of your comfort zone, okay? Get out of your comfort zone. This is the comfort. This is not the comfort zone. This is the comfort zone. You have to remember that. Small things like that will get you, help you grow. Because small things that you do will help you grow, and by that way you'll be able to actually get a better self-esteem. And when you get better self-esteem, your expressions even look better. You don't look like that, look mean. Walk around with a mean face all the time. I know somebody that does that, don't you, man? Walk around with a mean face all the time, like you're a tough guy. That's not nice. That's not positive. That's not good energy. You don't bring good energy to the next person that you see. But if you go up to the guy, you're like, hey, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Who is that? I don't know who that is, but I just saw Luto. Who is that? I couldn't see the name. If you want to put your name there so I can take a look at it. Element number 4 is comparison. It's no problem. Your daddy. Exactly. You figured that one out, huh, Uncle Ed? Comparison. Okay, number 4, comparison. You can compare yourself to other people that are successful, okay? And successful people continuously compare themselves with other successful people. They want to be better than or want to get better, want to improve. Okay, there's no problem with that. Not being jealous, be comparing to see what you can do better. That's very, very important. Recognition. The next element basically is recognition and your accomplishments of people that actually respect. You respect. Okay, that's really good. Recognition is very, very important. It's something to feel great about yourself, basically. You need the recognition of people that look up to you. That's very, very important. So, that's another thing that's going to build your self-esteem. And you go back to the 6th one, which is actually being rewarded. If you live in a company or you get a raise, a couple of my teachers have gotten raises before as well. We have a good team online. We have Joe, we got Rona, we got Nina, we got Riani. We got a real nice team of teachers there too. And over here in Rio, we have a lot too. We have about 12, David, Yanni, Melissa, tons of them, Richard we have as well, Michael, Curtis, Robert, all good teams. We're all good teams, and I always give them recognition where recognition is due, and and rewards, of course. Rewards. Yeah, Rona appreciates it. That's very, very good. Because basically, when you get rewarded, it increases your self-esteem. But to get rewarded, you need to deserve it. Now, you're not going to get rewarded if you don't deserve it. What are you going to be rewarded for? Oh, I'm going to reward you for something that you don't even have. Something that you haven't even done. So basically, that's what you need. You have to have good self-esteem. You got to leave your comfort zone. How many people remember what we talked about this week? Let's write down, okay, what were some of our topics that we talked about this week? Let's see how well our memories are, okay? I'm going to wait a little bit and I'll just blabber on. But write down what our topics were. Today's topic was very easy. The 6 elements, very easy to know, very, very easy to remember. Now, the question is putting it into practice. Today's the 6 elements of self-esteem, okay? What about yesterday? Yesterday, what did we talk about? The day before yesterday, what did we talk about? What were the topics of what we talked about? Because, if you put in all those different topics, that we had, and you join them, I'm all... Uncle Ed's old. He's an old guy. Old guys, they have a bad memory. Oh, Amanda. Amanda is one of our teachers. Welcome, Amanda. Amanda's a Canadian girl. She works with us for a while. She lives here for quite a couple of years. She has a son named Zach, really nice little boy. And she's one of our teachers. She's a dedicated professional of American Teacher Club. Okay, respect her a lot too, and she participates in our teacher meetings that we have every Sunday as well, which are very, very interesting. We have good conversations. We get along very well, and you can ask them if I'm motivating to them, because we have to motivate your team. Because sometimes people are in some kind of a problem. You have to, like we talked about some other times ago. You have to ask that person, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? How you feeling? Why are you so down and out? Let's talk about something good. Again, everybody in this room, everybody that's over here, everybody woke up today. So that's the first thing. Did you give thanks? Did you give thanks? Nobody wrote down what I talked about this week. Did you give any thanks today about being alive? You know, that's very important, you know, because, you know, every single day that passes, it's just getting less and less and less and less and less. But if we take advantage of it, we're going to get more and more and more and more and more. So, you know, that's basically the two sides that we have to balance. You know, the two sides we have to balance. And I was talking today with, the other day with Paulo. Paulo is a friend of mine as well, also a coach, yeah. Every single day, that's exactly right. My Mars Joanne Ninos, okay, that's my mother. You know, so basically you have to, you know, you have to always be around positive people. And I'm always talking about that. You know, I'm always talking about that with people, and I try to hang around with positive people most of the time. I don't like negative people. I just stay away from them. I may know some of them, but I just try to avoid them. You have to try to do the same thing. Think about yourself and also helping the other person, if they want to be helped, of course. So, we're heading up to the weekend. We have a long weekend here today. Monday is a holiday, okay? Monday is May 1st, okay? It's May Day here and around the world, basically. Only in the United States, it's not Labor Day. I'm not sure, maybe the last time I watched, yeah. But, you know, basically, you have to, you know, we're going to have a holiday, but I'll be back, okay? Maybe I'll come on tomorrow. It'll be a surprise. Let's see what happens. There may be a surprise. I may be on tomorrow. And Sunday I may broadcast in the afternoon. So and probably outside. Because in the afternoon, maybe tomorrow I'll broadcast outside. Because I'll do it in the daytime. It's better, you know. Maybe I'll go on the beach and make a broadcast on the beach. If I do that, I'll be posting, what do you call it? I'll be posting an ad, informative there on Facebook, okay? So, thank you very much, everybody. Hope you had an excellent, hope you have an excellent weekend, okay? Excellent mindset. Make sure you write down your goals. That's the most important thing that you can do. Don't forget to do that. Remember the elements, okay? The 6 elements we talked about. Number 1 is basically goals, okay? Number 2 is what? What's number 2, everybody? Standards, okay? That's the most important thing, to set your standards, okay? Number 3 is experiences. Number 4, what's number 4? Number 4, what's number 4? Comparison, comparing yourself with people that are successful. Number 5 is recognition. And number 6 are the rewards. Thank you very much. Michael, can you remember some good books? Yeah, I can. There's a really good book that I like very much called Authentic Happiness. Okay, it's called Authentic Happiness. You can send me a message. Yeah, no problem, Ronnery. You can send me a message, inbox. I can't really write it right now. It's called Authentic Happiness, and the author is Martin Seligman. Okay, it's an excellent book. Okay, basically has a lot of good information, okay, inside there about happiness. There's another one by Jack Canfield called The Success Principles. You can even download that for free. I have that actually in a PDF. Goals, standards, experience, comparison, everyone. Very good, Rona. That's why Rona is is a very, very good teacher and a very, very, pays a lot of attention. Thank you very much, Rona. So if anybody forgot those elements, it's right there. Okay, but if you want the book of Jack Canfield, The Success Principles, I have that on a PDF file. If you want it too, Rona, just tell me. And I can send it to you either by WhatsApp or email or whatever. So if you want that, just send me an inbox and I'll send you the Success Principles. Excellent book. And the first Principles of Success by Jack Canfield is an excellent author. And one of the first principles are basically what? Getting rid of all the excuses. That's the first one. Getting rid of all the excuses that you have in your life, all the why I can, maybe, I don't know. And basically, when you get rid of that, that's the first principle. And when you get rid of that, you start to feel much, much, much better, you know? I'll send it to you too, Ron. Just remind me when I get off. You know, one of the main things is you have to basically forget all the words like why. Yeah, I sent you that. I don't know if you read it, but actually I sent my mother the hardcover book. Yeah, and it's a very good book. If you haven't read it, and even if you've read it once, it's always good to read it a second time as well, because it's very basic, and it's yeah, I'll do it. No problem, Ronnie. I'll send it to you. It's a really good book, and you know, it's always good to read good information. Very good information is important to digest. Like eating, you're going to eat hamburgers or you're going to eat a fish fillet, you know? You eat hamburgers all greasy, yeah, it tastes good, but it's not healthy for you. But if you eat a nice little fish fillet, that's the man. Georgie Gallo, is it open? Is it open, Georgie Gallo? Georgie Gallo in the house. Georgie Gallo, yes man, yeah. Gallo. Good friend of ours here, Georgie Gallo. You know that guy. He's a good friend, student, had his birthday last week, went to his barbecue, had a nice barbecue over there. And Georgie Gallo's in the house. Thank you very much, my friend. Is it open? So basically, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Really appreciate it. So whoever wants the book, is it open? Yes. That's good. Georgie Gallo's a good friend, nice guy, funny guy, learning English. Big student, big friend, you know, nice guy, businessman. We didn't see Joey today, the exterminator, but he may come in. Where's Victor? I don't know where Victor is. Now, if everybody wants to know, who's Victor? Victor is Georgie Gallo's son, okay? He's a good Gallo too. Gallo in Portuguese means rooster. Okay, so George Rooster, if you want to call him. For American people, Uncle Ed and his name is George Rooster, okay, if you just want to translate his last name. Anyway, Italian Brazilian guy. But, you know, that's basically what we're going to be talking about. We got 6 people now. You see that? Now we increased the views. Interesting. Always at the end, more people come. And, you know, one of the I hope you basically live this, you know, live on a nice weekends. If you get any negative thoughts, think about me. If you get any negative thoughts, go back to my page and watch the video again. That's it. Watch one of these videos. Or put on, if you have Spotify, whoever knows what Spotify is, you know, it's an app for music. Put on there, Fearless Motivation. Okay, have really good motivational videos over there too. Or listen to something good. Say something nice to somebody. Go to church, okay, go to whatever you pray, you know, go wherever you want to go. You know, do something nice. Get rid of, you know, stay around the political problems. We have a lot of political fights today. I was watching on Facebook, you know, because there's a strike. Some people like the strike, some people don't like the strikes, you know, everybody fighting with each other, negativity. Politics are made to create fights. So we have to avoid watching those kind of things, especially here in Brazil. Because, you know, no reason to fight over people that you don't even know. You know, you're never going to meet these people. These people don't mean anything to you. But the people that you're close to, that are very close to you, you know, why should you fight it with them when, instead of fighting for people that you watch on TV, or political ideas or parties or whatever kind of things that you agree with, you know? So, thank you very much. Have a nice week. I may be on tomorrow. For those of you, Uncle Ed, I'll send a message out, Ma and everybody else. And for those of you, I just want to make a test in the afternoon, see how many views we can get. And so have a nice weekend, okay? Thank you very much, and stay positive. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you all, guys. Take care.